it's Livy, aka Goth Girl for God. So I'm going to make this video finally explaining to anyone who needs this explained, which is everybody, because this is a concept I made up myself, and I'm going to tell you how I came up with it, and that's the Vanessa and that concept is Vanessa. A lot of my friends in real life already have gotten this explanation, but I realized that it's not something I ever really explained in a video officially, and this is something I yell and say and reference a lot. Not so much, I'm not sure, in my videos, but I know there is some gameplay stuff where I just yell Vanessa, or I replace the word Vanessa with swearing and such and such. So today I'm going to be telling you not who Vanessa is, but what Vanessa is. So I came up with this concept when I was sleeping over at a friend's house. And she showed me the movie Beastly, which is based off the book Beastly. It's actually a really good movie. One of the main character girl, Vanessa Hudgens, I don't know. She's the girl who plays the one main girl in High School Musical. So essentially, we were watching this movie, and it was really good, but the character that Vanessa was playing started to annoy me. And I will tell you why, because it was good, but there were certain things of her character that were annoying me. I loved the character, loved all the characters, but there was just little things she was doing that was annoying me. And then it got to and basically, while we were watching this movie, I kept yelling when she started to really annoy me, with her being the way she was, which is reasonable, but it was annoying me because I had enough. I kept yelling, Vanessa! By the end of the movie, it's based on Beauty and the Beast. All she has to do is kiss him and, break the spell, and it's 5 minutes worth of just suspense. All she has to do is just kiss him. They're in love. Just do the thing. It was so suspenseful. 5 minutes. I don't even know how long it was. Maybe it wasn't 5 minutes, but it was just so suspenseful to agony. It was agonizing, and I just was come on, Vanessa, just get with it, right? So that's how that came about. So Vanessa became a thing, and I knew Vanessa would start for me becoming a character type. And when I say character type, I mean there are specific types of names of specific types of characters. The name Cinderella from the story and movie Cinderella, has become a character type, which is why there are so many spin-off movies, like a Cinderella story, another Cinderella story, DJ Cinderella, because she's not only just a character, she's became a character type, meaning Cinderella, and there's been multiple books too, of a character who, usually her father dies, left with evil stepmother, evil stepsister, treated like a slave, all that mumbo jumble. She, is kind, she never, disobeys, very unfair situation, hocus pocus, godmother, dress, falls in love with the prince, happily ever after, all that. She has become a character type that everybody knows about, and it's been referenced in own lives, and it's moved much more beyond just a single character. It's a certain set of circumstances. So I knew right then and there that Vanessa would become a personal character type. And at first I wasn't exactly sure what that character type is, but since it began, I have figured out what that concept was. The concept of Vanessa is everybody has a inner Vanessa, okay? And there's a lot of smaller concepts that like are very similar, but it has a main one. So the main concept is, there are things about myself that I don't like. There are, not even physical appearance. There are things about my personality that I wish I didn't do. Everyone has an inner Vanessa, which means like even if it's not your personal thing that like, so essentially if I was hanging out with you and you were doing something like that was a pet peeve to me or very, very annoying to me, I would consider that your inner Vanessa coming out. If someone is, did something cruel or hurt you, that's Vanessa. Sometimes the Vanessa comes out very strong, like some people say it's an inner bitch. I say that's their inner Vanessa. Likewise on television shows and books and video games. I will often yell Vanessa. So basically, Vanessa reflects something that really, really, really bothers you, really gets to you. Okay? So like when I was watching a horror movie, or I watch certain movies or video games or horror, whatever it may be, if I'm watching it and there's like this one moment that just like bothers me, even if it's not a big deal, like I was watching a horror movie, like the last time I had a sleepover with my horror movie binge watcher friend, and like, I'm fine, nothing in horror movies usually affect me like at all really. And the thing that really got to me was they were playing Twister drunk and high, and they literally broke all the basic rules of Twister for like 3 minutes straight. And like, my family is really big on board games. We have a board game room, like 300 board games in our house. Twister is so simple. They broke every rule. They weren't even using the spinner. So when we were watching that scene, it was the most horrific part of the movie, and it was a freaking horror movie. And I was just like, Vanessa! Horror movie characters going around doing stupid. You're Vanessa! If you are doing the right thing and you take 3 minutes long to do the thing that you could have just did in a minute, you're Vanessa! So, Vanessa is something I often say. It's a term I often use. People around me don't know it. So I also wanted to make this video in reference to the Briarthorn hashtag, since at Fight Club we initiated on Discord server the Dice Maiden, which Dice Maiden knows all. And because of Dice Maiden, I have not won a single fight. But you know what? Whatever. I named Dice Maiden Vanessa. I think that caught on too. I was just like, okay, no one's gonna understand this reference because I made it up. But I'm naming Dice Maiden Vanessa. So that's basically Vanessa. I will say that like it's confusing until you know what I'm referring to, which is just like so that's the Vanessa concept. It's just something I do, whether or not like it makes sense to you. This is just how it's going. You'll understand. So if you watch any of my other videos and I say Vanessa, it's not Vanessa as in a person I actually met or know who like ticked me off and now I compare like things similar to that person. No, Vanessa is the thing that I don't like. I will, instead trying to figure out what that thing is, even if I know what it is, I just sum it up with Vanessa. If I'm playing horror video games and I get like, oh, if I'm playing any video games and something starts like kicking my butt and like trying to kill me, I will yell at it and call it Vanessa. I've actually named a lot of characters bad guys many different things, but I also yell at it Vanessa. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this makes sense. This is probably like not a super significant video, but I figured I'd explain it anyway. So love you later. Bye bye. Bloop.